You're listening to Gay News.
The latest news from the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender and queer community. And now your host, Brandon CARMODY.
Our next guest today is Byron Beck. Byron Beck is the features editor of Go Local PDX, and he serves up the latest gossip, news, rants, and raves. Byron, welcome to Gay News today. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. So the American Civil Liberties Union of Oregon applauded the Supreme Court's decision and said that it affirms the conclusion reached last year that Oregon's marriage ban was unconstitutional. The Foley Commissioner Brad Avakian also praised the Supreme Court's historic ruling. Of course, the lovely Governor Kate Brown released a video on YouTube praising the decision. So what I wanted to ask you is, what is your personal thoughts on the Supreme Court ruling, and are you as jubilant, as excited as the many politicians in Oregon that we've been speaking to?
Yeah, I mean, this is a momentous win for freedom, equality, and inclusion, and above all, love. We can celebrate that ours is a country that keeps its promise of the pursuit of happiness, liberty, and justice for all. I'm very, very happy.
It's a big win for the LGBTQ, definitely. Now, what do you see as the next fight or set of LGBTQ issues that we need to address now that the Supreme Court has ruled? Senator Ron Wyden, speaking to the crowd at the Basic Rights Oregon rally on Friday, announced that he does have plans to introduce some tax legislation to recognize and protect the dignity under all of our federal tax laws to ensure that there's equality in the tax code like there's equality in marriage.
Yeah, I mean, fiscal or financial equality is a wonderful thing. Anthony Watson, who used to be the former CIO of Nike, has a wonderful blog post that talks about how we need to become financially equal as well as equal in other ways. But there's lots of other issues. I feel like the situations that happen in the South with the burning of black churches and the horrific deaths of that happened in Charleston just highlights another issue. We have LGBTQ kids are still more likely to commit suicide than other kids, and at epidemic levels. There are issues when it comes to living in a rural community and not feeling safe if you're openly gay. I mean, there's just a lot of issues that are still ahead.
Sure, and I've heard everything from we need to address workplace discrimination issues, the states where you can be fired for being gay, discrimination in housing. I mean, I've heard the entire gamut of things that are still on our list, so to speak,
Right. I agree.
So
we're not done with the work.
No, but we're still allowed to celebrate for a little while longer. So love did win. Love definitely won. As the Supreme Court legalized same-gender marriage nationwide on Friday, many couples that have been waiting years did rush to the altar. Now, I read on GoLocalPDX.com, I didn't realize this about you and Juan, that you were the lead plaintiffs in Martinez versus Kulingoski, the case which attempted to overturn the voter-approved ballot measure 36. I want to ask you about that. What was the fight like?
It was hard. It was, we lost at the county level and we lost at the appellate level. So we worked very hard to overturn the measure. And we were involved in the court case for about 4 or 5 years. It was a lot more exhausting than I ever expected it to be. And it was a very hard time because every time we tried to go up against the courts, we lost.
Well, that's sorry to hear that. I didn't realize that this is going on. So you two have been waiting for about 20 years to get married, 20 years. Is that right? You've been together a while?
Well, we waited exactly 20 years. We met at the end of May in 1995, and we got married on May 30th, 2015. So, yeah, we waited.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah,
congratulations to you both. So what was it like? What was the wedding like?
The wedding was wonderful. It was the best day of my life. It was not just a piece of paper or a ceremony for the state. It was really an expression of love and not the expression just between me and Juan, but the expression of love our friends and families have for us. And it was, just so beautiful, and it was the best day of my life.
That's fantastic. I was hoping it would be amazing. Congrats to both of you.
Thank you.
So my last question, and we always kind of end on a silly one, but did Byron Beck really dance inside of a giant Chipotle disco burrito during Portland's Pride Parade? And what's the scoop with that?
I sure did. I had a great time. I was asked, and I asked Juan if he'd join me to dance on the Chipotle float. And the Chipotle float happened to be a disco in the shape of a giant silver burrito. And
I've seen it.
Yeah, and I was in a little pair of rainbow-colored short shorts and some rainbow socks, and I had a blast. It was the best time I've ever had at Pride ever.
And I saw a little clip. I think it was a Vine or something. I think that's the most fun I've seen you have, and I really enjoyed it. I think it was just super awesome. So congrats on that too.
It's been a good run. I mean, I got married. I got to dance on a giant burrito. It's been a very good run.
It makes perfect sense that you were intertwined. It is always a pleasure to talk to you, Byron Beck. This is a new show called Gay News. You're welcome to come on anytime. Please extend our congrats to Juan. Best wishes for both of you, sir.
Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.
You too. Thanks, man.